Hello there, Leo, and welcome to your timeless oracle messages. Now, before we begin, Spirit says your inner sun is rising again. The universe mirrors back your courage and brilliance. Oh, so let's take a deeper look at what else Spirit wants you to know, Leo. And this is for Leo and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So, Leo, start to watch out for things that mirror parts of your soul, because that's exactly what the universe is reflecting back to you. And it's no wonder that the universe is easily able to see you because you have risen. The future glows. I mean, wow, even Spirit says your inner sun is rising again. This is a card of alignment. This is a card of destiny playing out, where you've done something and taken control of an important part of your life. So, first, feel good about that, Leo. Your future glows. Speaking of glows, what did Spirit say? The universe mirrors back your courage and brilliance because it's easy to see you now. You have shed what you need to shed so that your light can shine brilliantly in the way that it's meant for you. Okay. You're chosen to lead. Trust your power. Your inner sun is rising. So, Leo, I get, excuse me, King or Queen of Wands with that, which would be you being in a very powerful position in life. And when I say position, I mean you positioning yourself to embrace your natural leadership. Now, this doesn't mean that we don't get, you know, challenged by some fear or other things going on, but see how you are carving out something with your destiny by rising and taking the lead. So Spirit wants you to be on the lookout for these things that are mirroring you, because it's going to help you see some type of future vision of yours come to reality. Let's get a little bit more about you were chosen to lead for Leo. Trust your power. This is a time where your confidence solidifies and you stand more in your radiance and allow everything else to follow. See, you take the lead, everything else falls into place. Wow, you may need to take the lead. Oh my goodness. And I would say something in the past that you have been working hard at is paying off. But look at this. We're going the opposite direction. So you may need to watch out for going into the opposite direction of doing too much. This is a boss-like energy, right? And I'm not saying that there's not times when we have to do, you know, some hard or even dirty work here. But there is something too where if you haven't done it yet, Leo, know that you have risen and you don't have to put up with doing too much anymore. In fact, doing too much right now can really, what's the word I'm looking for? Is it obscure your vision? Because this is something that is emanating visionary presence. And if you notice in the Ten of Wands, we can't see because we're bombarded by too much, doing too much, maybe even burying ourselves in work, or people, maybe it's about, thinking we have to do more than necessary. Now we do have fire sign coming through. So you may need to stand your ground and start delegating. Don't feel that you have to take on or do too much. You may need to say no. And don't be afraid to say no. Oh yeah, let's leave that there. In fact, let's look at that. Now we're in more control here. Now we're not feeling like we're going in opposite directions. Okay, now some of you, because you might already be embracing the sense of power, The other thing that I am seeing here, take it if it resonates, others may not be ready for something more, okay, or to be enlightened. They may not be ready, but that's okay. You're moving in a direction that only helps you solidify the future that glows for you. Okay, let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. And there is something about authentic leadership here. So just continue being you, Leo. Wow. Okay, Leo, what in the world? This chapter is over. The hard days are over. Or take it if it resonates, because it won't for all of you. But sometimes we do get into a trap of allowing our ambition or others, to be the boss of us. But no longer are we doing that. Now, I'm going to have to find my stickers, Leo. So 1 second, because I just noticed there's a little bit of nudity on that card. And 1 second here. Okay, 1 second. It looks like Secret Shaman needs to get a little organized. Let me find my stickers here. Okay, Leo, I finally got my stickers here. So they were right where I put them. I just didn't see them. So we're just going to cover her up here. Now, Leo, look at this. The time has come, if you're not feeling it yet, to say goodbye to things being so much of a struggle. Let's put it this way. That way she's kind of looking back. And now we are feeling more secure, solidified in a new confidence about a new chapter and what you have completed. And I definitely see something strong about, how much you've had to endure, how much you've had to put off. And this world card is indicating a time that you are being recognized for things that are important for you. Now, this recognition is going to come from, different sources and forms, but just notice when you start getting a little bit more, I don't know, satisfaction, pleasure from these things that you have accomplished. Okay. Now, there also may be someone here too that could really be inspiring you. You could be attracting this person, because I see this world card as you entering a new portal, right? You've risen, the future glows, and you're floating, Leo. And you're not just floating by yourself. Notice the 4 guardians here. They are pleased with something that you have chosen. Let's just say that. All right, now, feel good about this completion. 10s are about completions, mastery here. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh my gosh, we're just talking about the completion. You got a 3rd card of completion, because now we've got the 10 of Cups. Something is coming together here to give you more strength emotionally, spiritually, even. There could be great happiness and healing on the home front. Who you're partnering up with, who you feel good with, family, friends. Something is working out brilliantly here. So let's get a little bit more about this 10 of Cups, because some of you just pay attention, because Spirit might be guiding you to, really take a moment to see all that you've done, because you might be in this place where you've created a habit, right? And I know I've done this, where you're working and you don't see all these wonderful things, or you're not, it's like you feel like you're still on this journey, right? That it's like okay, so it's like you've arrived where Spirit wants you to arrive, but make sure you're noticing everything that's around you. everything that is around you that makes you happy and with others, right? Spending time with the people that matter the most. Now, some of you, listen, you got to make room though to have this in your life if you are still lacking that or want that in some way, shape, or form. Because if it's all work and no play, or all work and no time for others, when will it happen here, right? But for the most part, a lot of you have already released this. So we've got something really good when it comes to feeling a strength here, a strength in bond or bonds and right partnerships here. And I would say they're forming all around you. And then remember what Spirit said about the universe. Oh my gosh, look at this. The world card. Okay, this is another thing about the world card here. Oh my God, it's almost like it's the universe's womb. It's the universe's womb. So, yes, you're coming out into the world brand new. Now, also, Leo, look, even we got that lion spirit there. You are a blessing to the world here. Find out what inspires you. Don't feel like you have to be in a trap of overdoing things too much or doing the same old, same old. Some of you need to know that there is something either about maybe this is on a professional level, but yes, this most likely for a lot of you will be on a personal level, where whether it's a friend or a lover, or maybe for some it's family, but or whatever karmic family, you're high quality. Let them go. Better is on its way. You were chosen to lead. Okay, and the other thing I want to bring up that I was getting information about too, and this has happened in my own life, my own experience. So I feel like I want to share this. So just, take it if you want to. If you don't, then you can skip this part. But anyhow, there may be something here, Leo, too, where deep down inside, you've got this talent and this gift of yours, or I should just say you've got some brilliance. You can shine. And I feel a lot of you Leos, you actually dim your light, not on purpose, but kind of on purpose, because you're almost waiting for another to be just as strong and powerful as you are on the inside, so that you can feel safe to let it all out. But see, that's the trick. You're going to let it all out now. That's what attracts. So don't wait for something to happen where you feel like you got to wait for another source of power. You know what I mean? Now, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh, yeah. See, okay. I'm getting more of this is like a very strong tie here has been disrupted. Whatever tried to condition you, you wouldn't allow it, because you know that you are chosen to lead. You know that you have some power here, and you are meant to witness and step aside, what needs to maybe be removed, what needs to break down here. You might have this revelation that you're absolutely high quality, and that might be a first for some of you. Let's get a little bit more, though, about this tower, because there's a lot of power with this tower. It's like 2 lightning strikes here, too. So it's like, a double dose. See, look at that. Maybe 2 things have happened here. 2 powerful disruptions in 2 major sections of your life. Let's get more with this tower for you, Leo. What's important for Leo to know about this tower? I'm also getting something about, okay, this is, oh my gosh. I'm getting something here. 1 hour is power, okay? An hour of power. Like, I don't know if you may be already doing this, but it's like spending 1 hour of doing something that makes you feel powerful. And that could even just be simply as meditating, or maybe it's working out. Maybe it's going on doing something different. 1 hour of power. Okay. So just take that how it resonates. Oh my gosh. That's the death card. I feel that spirit wants you to not give someone a second chance here, like no second chances with a situation or a person. This disruption had to happen, and it's really interesting that it's lightning because we got this white rose here. This is all about purification. Something had to be fertilized in the soil of life, of maybe your soul or the souls of others. Okay, so Leo, you might have had to witness some people going through their own karmic burns in life, right? And yeah, I feel that you've had to witness this. No second chances. The situation is over here, and Spirit wants you to really embrace how high quality you are. But at the same time, even if this disruption had happened, or something may have been realized, or maybe it did come apart, the underlying of it really is that it's been fertilized, because that's what the divine has to do at times, especially when the divine is protecting you. Look at these divine guardians. They are honoring their sacred contract with you and Source, the divine. Scorpio is coming through with the death card. Let's see what else here. Now, I would say something, if it hasn't happened yet, Leo, you may need to watch out. You may need to take control now if you can. Otherwise, this might not be so comfortable because you might not be prepared for this. Because what's happening is like Spirit doesn't want you to run yourself to the ground here. So this is a breakup of stagnation. Look it, time to simplify your life. It just, oh my God, see? Do it now. One by one. Don't feel that you have to do everything. How can we simplify? One wand at a time, right? Here it is. There may have been something that already happened, or Leo, if something happens and causes disruption, that's your cue that that's time that you can let that go, okay? Because this is causing you to let something go that you're already over with and done with. And I would say don't fear that at all. It's for you. It is actually happening for you to help you simplify your life. And when you simplify your life, and I feel a lot of you are already starting to do this, it brings us great joy and happiness. Now, there is something here too that I feel there is something about this opening up your schedule more. It's almost like just allowing yourself more breathing. That's it. Just allowing yourself more breathing room to stand strong here. The reason why you had to simplify too is because the dreams that you seek are seeking you. Here it is. Let's get a little bit more about your dreams, or the dreams that are seeking you that you've already dreamt. You are attracting co-creators, and you are attracting heartfelt collaboration, or I should say collaborations. That's what that 10 of Cups is all about. And here you are aligned with it. Oh, oh boy. See, don't, for some of you, this can be really, it can be, oh my gosh, tremendous, right? To have to go through something. I mean, because look at this. This is great disruption when we didn't expect it. But look, This is exactly what has happened. This is working for you, not against you, because in order to become who you really are at the time that your soul is blooming for this, it means we have to go through a period of losing what you're not, or what you're not trying to become, that others might be trying to get you to become. So, okay, take, you know, take that how you want. But I'm just saying that there's something very um, brilliant about what makes you so unique and how you do lead in life and how you do you. You'll have the love life or that fulfillment you've always wanted here. But right now, it's about organizing, restructuring if you need to. Get your finances organized, get your house organized, or wherever you're living, your workspace, your car, or your truck, or maybe it's not that. Whatever you spend a lot of time in, one by one. You don't do it all, okay? I've had to learn that myself, because sometimes I feel like I got to do everything, and then I've piled this one thing on and haven't done it, right? And then you got this and you haven't done it, finished it. And it's just like all of this. But you've got control, because I really get this thing about Emperor coming through right now. So this is a great time to organize your life. That's what this is. Everything else is going to follow. Remember what I said? You're at this place where I know for some of you it can challenge you. But at the same time, it's going to be invigorating for you to be standing brilliantly on your own in a sense, okay? Yeah, because you receive what others cannot. Honor your divine downloads. You get things that others cannot. Look at the guardians here. Heaven, the cosmos speak to your soul. And the reason why is because the cosmos can see your soul more clearly, because you've risen from a situation that tried to distract your soul from blooming, pretty much. Now, what you do with what these downloads are is up to you. Do it from an inspired place, and don't feel that you have to, take on everything. Let's see a little bit more about the divine downloads here. And just remember, you're getting things that others cannot. And remember, I said something about no second chances. I don't remember which zodiac sign it was. Oh, maybe it was Aries. Oh my gosh, maybe that's why I'm picking up the Emperor here, because I do feel that you will resonate with that title. You're getting things, you're entitled to things that others aren't, because they haven't done the soul work. You're going to be, oh my God, this is preparing you for a new soulmate or soulmates. And remember, there is this whole thing that's happening here. Heartfelt collaborations. You attract co-creators, right? That hold that same type of vision or dream. And it's not exactly the same, but it helps bring it together here. So new partnerships, friends, a lover, whatever, family, whatever, be open. You're getting downloads too when it comes to preparing yourself for what's next, preparing yourself to embrace divine collaborations. You never know where it leads. You might be having a hard time. Oh, it already happened. Okay, so look again. It's a hidden blessing. The 10 of the 10 of wands, we could be having a hard time. So look again, it's a hidden blessing. Let's get a little bit more about this, because I was getting this whole thing that this is not happening at you, but for you, because it's meant to. Think of this. It's like, think of planting two seeds, two flower seeds, okay? and one is has decided to sprout within maybe 5 days, where the other one has taken about 15 days. While the one that sprouts early, okay, it's sprouting, it's going, and then maybe it gets stunted for some reason, and then the other one here, it just starts accelerating and goes. But you see, this is the thing that I'm talking about, is that every soul, every seed, every creation has its own blossoming time. Spirit knows that you can't purposefully turn something off inside of you that's already been activated, that's already been enlightened, that's already stepped into something so true and authentic that you just can't step away from it anymore. Because that's where you start to feel divided between you, your dreams, your visions, your goals. And I know there may be some heavy weight here. Yeah. Something happened that made you question what the hell is going on with your future. I'm sure you may have felt like you've hit rock bottom. You're on the rise now, and it may come in small increments. So pay attention to even those small increments, because that's your rise. But there is something that I feel that you've already recognized, some type of new energy, new power, new source to work with. So don't be discouraged here. Spirit wants you to continue to look and find the blessings in the situation here. I also see something here too. One of the blessings that I can see is that there could have been a situation where you could have ended up getting into a more like worse position if it was to continue. All right, let's see what else for you, Leo. Okay, yeah, Spirit wants you to know that simple pleasures will start to lift your spirit. That's why you're simplifying your life. And it's those simple pleasures that help open you up more and more, help you rise more and more. Oh, yeah, King and Queen of Wands. Look at that. Your intensity is alluring. Allow it to be alluring. Allow it to be a mystery to others too. I mean, I just feel that you're just oozing confidence here. What do you want Leo to do with this intensity that is alluring here, right? It's like you're just standing this place of attraction. It's already unfolding. Your soul's wish is being granted. Just stand tall and proud no matter what. No matter what setbacks you've had, just stand tall and proud no matter what. It's already unfolding. Your soul's wish is being granted. It's being granted because you made the right choice in the past here. You may need to stay strong here. You may need to stay strong because there's something that is taking up your time. Okay. Again, you may come into this realization because something may happen here, or some of you already know. Look at this. We're doing too much of something that's not building you up. It's just putting you in a place of feeling like you're on repeat. I gotta do this one, I gotta do this one, I gotta do this one, this one, this one. It's like, right? So that's why I get the Emperor, taking control, restructure, reorganize, one little step at a time here. But don't let also, some of you Leos need to watch out for someone too that's trying to get you to do all of the work here. Yeah, the unease is temporary. Spirit walks beside you. It's not easy, I know, but Spirit does not want you to feel abandoned, so to speak, when it comes to things that you feel really good to continue with. So something is uneasy here. It is only temporary. So let's get a little bit more about this. The unease is temporary. Spirit walks beside you. I mean, look at them. So be brave enough to surrender and wise enough to wait. That's where you have to just be strong. Say goodbye to the past so you can say hello to your new future. Spirit is holding your hand during this time because it's like moon energy here, right? Because that's what that tower can bring. Because if you think about it, the tower breaks down and then all of the dust is there. And when, even if it's like sunny or clear that day or night, you can't see. It's just like that moon energy, wherever depending on where the moon cycle is we can't see everything at night, right? That's that mystery. You are radiating some type of beautiful intensity and energy. Just concentrate on that. It may be difficult because there's, you know, the debris that we're having to work through still. But look at this. This is more about star energy. You're radiating like starlight. You're seen and felt. Others are starting to notice you. Something is on the rise for you. Stand strong and continue to be illuminated here on your path because this is all about destiny playing out for you. So you're going to take a leap when the door opens. Spirit is giving you some type of prophecy here about preparing. Leap when the door opens. Yeah, Spirit's saying you're getting nudges about things to let go of. Your inner shifts are becoming outer blessings, Leo. And this is really, to tell you the truth, this is the real work in life, doing the inner shifts, the inner work. Let's get a little bit more about the inner shifts become outer blessings. And this is why, you're showing up in this world card and we're stripped. Stripped of the old, stripped of what you're not, so that you can be proud of what you've become and who you are becoming. These cards fell, so I feel like we'll take a look at those. Yeah, what you do holds rare integrity. It's like you've been holding strong here. And this is why, okay, those inner shifts become outer blessings. And what you do holds rare integrity. So just hold the position because you don't need all the answers. You got to simply stay aware and responsive. You don't need to know everything. The unseen realm is shifting things in your favor. You'll know exactly what to do. So pay attention. Support is coming from every direction. New knowledge, new information, an unexpected, maybe influx of money or something, or inflow of money, a support from a friend. All of these are the map of what's unfolding in your life now. You may not feel, perhaps some of you, that you're being appreciated for the inner shifts, the inner work that you're doing. But in heaven's eyes, they're witnessing and watching and recording everything. Okay, so you do need to honor that you are absorbing other people's and the environment's energies. You could be getting impressions and carrying things that are really not yours. So you may need to clear your energy. You may need to pull in your spiritual antennas, right? Spiritual antennas off and your soul light is on or still on, which is that radiating like starlight. So Spirit is saying that you may need to do things to ground yourself too. You may need to pull your energy inward. Like envision this as your aura here. Like this is a perfect example, actually. We got that world card and envision it, right? With whatever color you want, okay? Because it's you. And you pull that in. You may need to not feel that you got to get invited to every psychic impression, okay, or spiritual invitation either. eat something good, wear something comfortable, do something human. You know what I mean. Just something that helps you just ground your energy here. Yeah, your breakdown is becoming your breakthrough. So this to me is a new way that has been paved for you. This is actually showing you how much you're loved and honored, because spirit knows, just like you've got to work through things, you've got to work through challenges, and so does spirit. But spirit is got the upper hand here, right? So spirit knows how to carve paths where paths aren't seen, but they will be seen for you, because this is why you're getting downloads, prophecy here about what is breaking through for you. And this is where that brilliance shines here. Yeah, you need to be careful of trying to overdo it with finding out too much with the future, maybe with someone, because it's easy to do, okay? Because it's just going to stall your path, right? We might be bombarded with too much information. These 10 of Wands could be too much information. You're not meant to be stalled here. And then clarity. Okay, so clarity begins the moment you let go. You're not having to figure out everything. Remember, what did that say? You don't need all the answers. You don't need the answers. When you don't feel that you have to chase for answers, the answers reveal. And this is what that tower is, right? It's breaking down things that are just trying to obscure your true seeing. You were meant to be heard. So Leo, you got a lot to share or do or something here. This is why you're ready for the next stage. You're ready for the next up level here. So there's something about what you communicate, how you communicate. It's important that you don't step down or back away from this, because there's people who want to hear what you have to say. So I would say, Leo, don't be afraid to share even these challenging and hard experiences, because someone needs to hear it too. Yeah, because you've cleared up some type of, oh, this, yes. Oh, I said that earlier. Some don't want the light, don't drag them. Remember when I was talking about some don't want to be enlightened? Because you've cleared some type of ancestral karma. That's why it's so challenging and hard. And it can be scary, because that means that no one understands where you're at. Did you hear that? That means that no one understands where you're at, except for probably, the heavens and maybe me. No, no, I get it. But for the most part, and I'm not saying every single person, but when you're going through this, there is no one around you that's going, yeah, I get it. I totally understand. Except for, yeah, maybe a few. Okay. You're carrying the weight of of ancestral lineage that doesn't need to be continued. It's run its course. And so you've surpassed a situation and others, and that's, like family, right? Now, how you want to deal with them is up to you, but Spirit is saying when you're not having to force them to see or do something at all anymore. If you feel that you've lost maybe an audience or don't have an audience of some type, you'll get it. You'll get it. I don't see how you don't have something here, or just be on the lookout for a platform that the heavens is creating for you to share what you were meant to share, because your voice is meant to be heard. And the only way, oh, that's not on the camera. The only way for it to be heard is for you to blossom at the time that your soul is asking you to blossom. So be proud of this ancestral karma that cleared, This is when you're recognizing unhealthy cycles, patterns, codependency, unworthiness, doing too much, struggling with money, struggling with whatever, addictions, not allowing it to be conditioned into you, or anything that you are, producing yourself, offsprings or not, your own creations. You've been, yes, you're forged in spirit. You're a warrior of light. This means that by your natural self, you ward off, you know, conditions, things that are on repeat, because spirit forged you into this world to carry light that penetrates other souls, and they may not like it, and that's okay too. Your mission complete. You did, this is what I want you to know. Okay, listen. When you feel like you have to prove something, or still looking back and seeing if they're coming along, you're not. You don't have to. You've done your job. You did your job. Mission complete. You're moving to the next thing here. Do you see what that just, okay. You got to wade through people to get to the right people. My goodness, that's those wands. Look at that. You're wading through people to get to the right people. That's life. We orbit, just like, the cosmos. We orbit through people, right? And now, don't feel discouraged by this. Spirit is showing you the way here, where you are in a place where your brilliance is appreciated more and more. Yeah, because your honesty isn't being met with the same. You need to laugh. You may need to just laugh at their ignorance. And I'm not trying to put them down, but you got to love them where they're at. You have to have compassion where they're at. They just can't. They just can't. They may only be able to hold one wand while you can hold 10. They just can't hold 10. They can't. But you can, because you're strong. Now, there may have been a revelation, or you might be picking up on something where, authenticity or integrity is not being met the same here. So yeah, someone may not be bringing honesty to a situation. So you may just need to laugh. Anyhow, laughter is medicine for frequency healing, because you are healing a situation. In fact, maybe they're not so happy now, but I know the ancestors on the other side are. But the people that you might have had to show something or reflect something uncomfortable, they may thank you later. Okay. Anyhow, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, the pain of change lives in our resistance to it. Now, this could be you sensing this with others too, and it could be weighing heavy on your heart or your mind. But others may have they will have a hard time, Leo, of letting the old you go. Okay, but it's going to be up to you, right? This death card, when we resist what's already changing, that's when we find more resistance. That's where we feel we're going against life. And Spirit wants you to allow the universe to steer for you. Think of this as the universe's steering wheel, and you're right in the middle. Just go for the ride and see what shows up. Don't resist. And again, some will resist this too. And so this is why Spirit is saying spiritual antennas off, because you're going to have to remain objective. Their feelings are their feelings. Yours are yours, because your future fortune is poetic. This is why you're going to be laughing about a situation here, because you're going to see how it favored you. Yeah, you're deeply seen even if you don't know it. And I would say for a lot of you Leos doing things that maybe you're not getting maybe all of the recognition, right? Like the effort isn't matching like the numbers in some way. Well, you are still appreciated and you've got like a core of support and some type of situation where spirit is letting you know that just get comfortable with being noticed more and more. But even if you don't feel appreciated or even popular or influential or powerful, you are. All right, now, before that's it for those. Now, before we end the reading, I do have a channel message from White Phoenix. But before we do that, I want to find out now that you've risen, let's find out a fulfillment that is waiting next. Okay, now that you've risen, a fulfillment that's waiting next for Leo. Oh my God. Okay, Leo, this is going to be funny because, oh my gosh, I feel it's so much aligned with like Aries. You're going to probably sense and pick up on weird behavior with others. And it could just be that they're envious or jealous, like their jealous behaviors or envious ways. It's just going to show you that you're right on track. But yeah, because what's going to happen is you're really going to own some brilliance and um, beauty about you, right? So nice things are rejected by all the time by people who can't afford them. You're going to start to notice things moving out so that what needs to move in can. And then you see the universe knows. You see that, oh my God, look at that. See how the universe is steering wheel. I like that. Okay. And here you are going for the ride because the universe knows what's best for you. So you're going to start seeing things that you're rejecting. That's a great fulfillment because this is where you feel you have more power because you know the universe has got your back. And for sure it does. All right, now let me give you White Phoenix spirit message to you. Stand crowned in humble glory. Every act of self-love fans the flames of divine recognition. I hope that this was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.